Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights taking on the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any place in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will get first crack at it today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass them.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a draw in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
And the Roadrunners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got the first down and still on his feet.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Roadrunners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the counter. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Trying to barge in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So Army's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
That's caught. It's Reed. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. And they're able to get to the quarterback.
The Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the big fullback. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's McCown. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. They get him down at the 36, it will be a 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Fortner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Reed. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the returner will be dragged down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. To the air, it's McCown. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. At midfield, he's got room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. You must have discipline to excel at West Point, and that is exactly what they're getting from this Black Knight quarterback.
It's a disciplined system. It's a disciplined way of life. That's why they chose to sign up for the Army, and you could tell this quarterback, he is their leader. He shows the discipline, and he shows the toughness.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defender. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Black Knights! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's McCown. Caught over the middle, it's Henry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this.
Hits the afterburners. Gets the first himself. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
The Black Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's like a cheat code. You know what's coming, but it's so hard to stop when you got the big fullback who comes downhill when you need it the most on third down and just falls forward and is going to get the first down. It's so nice to have, and this offense is set up with a chance to run this clock out.
Gets the back moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. Touchdown, Army! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's McCown. Fires to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, It has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Got a man, it's Henry. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Roadrunners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Dropping back, it's McCown. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Today's final score, Army 14, UTSA 7.